What's up, everybody? It's Heat Override, and I'm ready to bring the pain for you this week and Dr. Roto. Because guess what? It's baseball season. It's time to play ball at Dr. Roto. Oh, yeah. And it's time to bring the pain once more. Dig it? Yeah. Woo! Well, with the MLB starting on Thursday, and this being recorded on a Tuesday, there's so many things that are happening right now. A lot of betting lines are open right now, but everybody's practically a negative right now. And I'm not playing that game yet. I like to see lineups come in. I like to do that little thing. I can't. I'm looking at props. I already put together a lineup. So yes, I have a lineup on FanDuel for you at the end of this. So I'm just throwing it out there. These guys might not even start, but I got a reason. I got a little thing. Just things. Sometimes things happen, and when you see the lineup, you'll understand it. Oh yeah, right. So heading over to the MLB and just looking at the whole DFS slate and seeing what's going on right now. So of course, Strider's at the top, and Strider is literally going to be, he's just going to be super expensive. I think he's right now. Strider is $11,000 on FanDuel, and that's what he is, right? Normally you'll see 11,500, 12. I'm surprised they didn't do the 12. Now Atlanta is on the road in Philly, and the weather up here isn't so good right now. It don't matter if there's going to be an eclipse coming through in about a week and a half. The weather in the Northeast can be really, really bad. So there's a couple rain games that might happen. You just have to check. This is weather. This is Thursday, and this is for the main slate, the 305 slate, not the all day, the main slate 305. So let's just talk a little bit about baseball, right? Right now, of course, dominating the headlines is Ohtani. And yes, as a Dodgers fan, I want to see Ohtani play. And I'm going to refrain from making a comment about this, but at the same time, I will defend what's going on. If you watch TV at any point during any sporting event, especially football, all football season, all you saw was DraftKings and FanDuel. And I get that during football season, the baseball guys might just be looking around and throwing in some money here and there, doing some things. But now there's people saying that he was throwing games. This dude had one of the most epic seasons of all time for a baseball player, both as a pitcher and as a hitter. And Ohtani has a lot of star power right now. So when you see all these people going at him, things like that, dude, literally most of these people are just mad they lost a bet on him last year, or mad their team lost, or mad that the Dodgers got him. Regardless, it doesn't matter what their little qualm is with Ohtani. The fact is that there is some speculation and some things coming out with him right now that a lot of people are relating to Pete Rose. Did he bet on the team? Did he bet on himself to do this? Did he make it happen? This is the thing that happens in sports all the time. But with that dominating the headline right now, there's going to be so many great matchups that we have going on to start the day. I mean, I outside of Strider, a lot of people will be looking at Screwball. Screwball's not a bad start. Again, he's on the road. Chicago kind of stinks. They always stink. And then they didn't really do anything to really improve their team overall, but they have a decent core. And Screwball could come in there, and he knows that. All right. He can come in there and just strike them out. So, that's one of the little sneakier pitchers on the DFS slate, on the FanDuel side of things that I've been looking at. Also, I mean, Glass now looks like he can get the win because St. Louis is a good team. Don't get that wrong. St. Louis is good. But at the same time, when you were throwing Michael Osa out there with this Dodgers team, I don't know. I know you got to start him. I know he's one of your best pitchers. Yeah, he's gonna get shelled. I'm a Michael Osa fan. Okay, I like the dude. Right, he's good. He's fun. Yeah, he's serviceable, but he doesn't get strikeouts. And when you can't get strikeouts against the Dodgers, you're gonna be out by the third round. So we already know that stack one is Dodgers, right? Because this year I'll be handling the betting on Fridays. So look for my article on Friday from Dr. Roto. But I'm off on Sundays. Lou and the guys got all that stuff. That's great. It clears it up, lets me focus on betting and everything like that. Bam! So So that's why when you see Bring the Pains happen, I'm going to be trying to throw in bets, or I'm going to be trying to throw in lineups. Unfortunately, bets may not be available at the time that I do a show. So like today, I can't really, there's no player props that I'm finding other than like, and that's just going to happen. So you're just going to have to tune in. You're going to have to go to the site, read the articles. You should be joined up right now because there are so many new people. I've never seen this much baseball activity in our baseball room on our subs only Discord. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait a minute, man, this is fire. Like they are about to have a great season again, just like last season. So when I was looking at some of the pitchers, I'm looking at, Darvish. I don't like him, man. Keller's kind of, I like Keller. I like Keller. He's a little more pricey. He's up there. He's a nice fade because a lot of people won't like Pittsburgh. I don't really like Pittsburgh. You know, it's their offense doesn't seem like they're going to do well, and I'll say that's because they're going to be going up against Luzardo. So when you look at both of these games, so now we're looking at the Miami and the Pittsburgh game, right? So Miami bats, they're all through there. I'm not really too worried about that right now, but I really do love Luzardo. And, last year when Luzardo faced Pittsburgh, he had a 50-point plus game. So, and I know that's last year. But this is mostly the same team coming back. It don't matter. Like, yeah, he could get shelled. That's fine. It happens. That'll be the weak link. But definitely you're at home. It's your season opener, and you're gonna let the Pittsburgh Pirates come shell you, bro. And right now, Reynolds right now is day to day. So if Reynolds doesn't play in that game, that's a great right-hand bat out of their lineup that Luzardo will not have to worry about. So again, that is why I'm going to be focusing on that game a little bit as well too. So that's why when I called this podcast today to bring the baseball to everybody. You didn't see that coming, did you? Oh yeah, you didn't. Yeah. So, at the same time, man, I Cincinnati has a great matchup too. I don't like anybody on Washington. I don't like them at all. I don't really like the batters. They're not the best. Maybe somebody will step out. We know who will step out. You look at Abrams, things like that. But at the same time, Menendez, it just yeah. I'm good. I don't even need those guys on any part of my team. Now it does suck. I mean, they got Montez starting, so that's a good that's another fade that people are gonna like. So I really do love the Cincinnati side of things. So you could just start them all up, man. And somebody that a lot of people it won't be looking at is Montez because he's 7,500 too on FanDuel. That means you're going to be able to you're going to be able to save extra money, and it'll allow you $300, $400 for extra for your batters. So when you get to this lineup and you think about, okay, I don't really trust Luzardo, but then you're going to fly down. If you want to fly down to Montez, then you're good. You're good. And that's what I like to try to do, and what we try to do at Dr. Roto, and a lot of the other sites try to do as well too that are good, but there's a lot of other sites that aren't. And we try to get you involved. We try to teach you. We try to make sure that you understand why you're picking these players. So let's get right to it. I don't want to keep it too long. I know that y'all been waiting for it. So let's get to
the Macho Banner lineup of the week. Oh, yeah.
That's going to be changed, but it's going to be my Macho pick of the week. I'm going to bring that back. So look for my Tuesdays to have the Macho pick of the week. I might have to do my podcast on Thursday. It would probably make more sense. So you're probably going to see my first look, my betting look. So that way I can wrap in some of the betting in, and I'm also able to look at the next day's slate. So I'll wrap all that together for y'all in a nice little bowl. Right. Bam. Let's get to it. Right. Pitcher, Luzardo, 9,100. Home pitcher. Love it. Catcher / first base. Freddie Freeman. Oh, yeah. That's really my Macho pick of the day, right? All right. Second base, Urias. 2,500, of course, Baltimore. Third base, Max Muncy. 3,600. All right. We got Jake Westberg. 2,600. That's your shortstop. See what I'm saying? 2,600. That's not a bad price. Let's move over to outfield. We got Hayes, 2,800, and then we're going to move along to Outman, Otani, and Mountcastle. Now, I don't really like the Mountcastle play. That'll round you out. So Hayes 28, Outman 28, Otani 4,400, and Mountcastle 3,200. Now, Cedric is right there below him as well, too. So if you were thinking about Mullins, you have a chance at Mullins as well, too. But right there, so why I'm going to target Baltimore. Now, this game does have rain it predicted in the future, but unfortunately, there was a massively historic accident, problem, event that happened today with the collapse of the bridge. Baltimore is going to need a pick me up. Baltimore, if they can play this game, it doesn't get rained out. It should be good right now. It should be good, right? But it's the perfect pair with the Dodgers because a lot of people might hit the Baltimore guys, might not hit the Baltimore guys. But man, they got a juicy matchup, man. Sandoval is a good pitcher, but he's a lefty, man, and he's on the road in a small park. And they the Orioles can definitely take him yard in this. So that means that if you get the right Orioles, the right lineup, if these players start for you, you have yourself a nice little cash game lineup that should make you some money as one of the first lineups by any DFS site, by anybody out here, because that's how I break the pain. Let's win some money, people. Get the Dr. Roto. Get all your college information too. Basketball, March Madness. We got NHL. We got NBA. Man, I've been killing it with the NHL guys. Man, every time I go to like randomly make a late night NHL game and I go and I look at what the guys offered that day and go, oh man, look at this line, right? Bam, boom, just go right to it, and bam, I'm winning money. And that is again what we teach you at drroto.com. We try to teach you that even me, being a football and baseball guru, especially a RDP hero, you will always know how to build a lineup, and that can go with any sport. So that being said, I hope everybody has a great day. Let's get opening day because we're going to bring the opening baseball day here, and MLB season's here. So everybody, good luck to your team. My team's winning it all. Ooh, yeah. Woo!